Hello, my name is Eliza Kendall, and this is a video recording of a channeling that I offer simply to be a vessel for appropriate information. I am offering my body, my voice, as an instrument to pass on information from some disincarnates or spirits from different parts of the cosmos. Some have walked on earth as humans before, most have not. Nonetheless, these beings have positive intentions for us. That means that they wish to pass on information that is helpful for our expansion, that is helpful for the global alignment to love, which is where we are evolving and expanding into a place where we can live in peace and love and harmony together. This is my intention and the intention of the beings that speak through me. Sometimes they will speak more directly through me as a channel. Sometimes they show me images, feelings, perceptions, understandings, and I will do my best to translate these using my own language that hopefully is as neutral as I can manage. Okay, let's begin. I'm willing to act as an instrument for communication with any beings that have helpful, appropriate information for us at this time. Helpful, appropriate information to pass on to those who are listening, who will be watching this video. I'm willing to speak with and allow any beings to speak through me that hold these intentions as I do. Hello. Today we are very grateful to be speaking with you, to you. We find it a very wonderful, mutually beneficial experience to be speaking with you in this way. We love to have these conversations with you. We would love and appreciate and be very intrigued and curious if these conversations sometimes had some questions to them. We are very interested in what it is that you wish to know, specifically what it is that you are ready to hear, to understand. We wish to be of help. We wish to offer you our perspectives, the perspectives that we have from our side. These perspectives are simply different from the ones that you have on your side, and we feel that the perspectives and sharing them one from the other would be very helpful and beneficial for all parties involved and all those who listen to these recordings further down the line. So we invite you, as does Eliza, yes, to leave your questions if you so wish in the comments, or to send them to her in a private message. Yes, thank you. We sometimes feel as if we are sharing things with you that we already know, that you already know. I mean, we are confident. We have full understanding that the things that we share with you are things that you already know. And sometimes we feel as if we are not providing you with as much help as we would like to provide you with. So instead, what we wish to do is perhaps be clear with you that we are giving you an alternative perspective about something that which you already know. We are simply showing you another way to look at it, another way to view it, a different angle to come at it from in order to facilitate a deeper understanding and perhaps also to facilitate an integration of these understandings into something that can be lived in your daily lives, something that can help you in a positive way to create positive changes in your daily lives and the daily lives of those you encounter. So we will offer you metaphors and analogies and simply a different perspective on that which you already know. We wish to give you our perspective on love at this time. Love is a most very wonderful thing. We can see and witness that in this light-based universe where everything is filtered through either a shadowy glasses, if you like, or a very clear set of glasses, that in this particular way of looking at things, that love can become confusing. Love can be either deeply painful, deeply traumatizing even, or it can be deeply nourishing and deeply satisfying and nurturing. And we wish for you to think of this as if you are simply looking at something that is illuminated a particular way. When love is illuminated through the lens cap that is very small, let's say through an aperture that is very tiny, that is in a very small pinpoint view. When you are looking at love through that view, we feel that it becomes sometimes, we know that sometimes it becomes painful for you. It becomes difficult for you to move. You feel stuck. You feel bound. You feel restrained. Your sense of freedom leaves you. Because ultimately you are trying to live within a pinpoint view of what life is, and you are calling it love, and you are hanging on to it as if it is something that should be protected, something that is best to be kept kind of restrained, kind of locked away in this tiny pinpoint view of what it is, in order for perhaps we notice there is some fear that it will be taken away from you if you don't keep it very small, if you don't keep it perhaps something you feel as if you can hang on to for dear life, then you feel it may be taken away from you. And all of these things, these factors, add up to a feeling of freedom being lost, to a sense of being confined into this very small space and expected to fit into this very small space. And on the days when you do not feel that you can fit into this very small space, then you are put down. You put yourself down. Others put you down. You make a choice to feel negative about yourself, to feel as if you are a bad person because you have been unable on that particular day or in that particular moment or in that particular conversation with your loved one. You feel as if you're unable to be successful, to exist within that very tiny pinpoint view. This leads you to then pick up some of those negative things that you do to feel better, the habits, as you call them, the different negative behaviours, because you are simply trying to find a way to exist within the pinpoint view that has been constructed by some of the parameters, some of the conditions that the word love comes with it in this current reality. But we wish for you to perhaps, we invite you to perhaps open the aperture of your camera, of the camera that you view love through, the way that you view life, to open the aperture so it is very wide as it can go, to look through that lens at love, to see it as something that is very grand, that is in fact beyond parameters. It does not actually fit in the lens cap. But for now, before you completely dissolve that lens cap completely, just see if you can open the aperture even a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Test the edges of that. Notice if you allow more light in, how much more of this thing called love you can see, how much broader it becomes. You see, Love is freedom. Love could certainly be a feeling if you so choose it to be. It can even be an emotion. But the emotion, the feeling of love is grand. It is magnificent. It is unifying. It is uplifting. Love in its pure form. Love expressed through a wide aperture is never restrictive. It is not restraining. It does not put you down or smother you or make you small. That is not love. That, we wish for you to know, is actually fear. That is framing what you are looking at. Perhaps in this example, we could speak of a relationship, a romantic relationship. You are framing it through the lens cap of fear. The lens cap of love, you see, in fact, has no limitations. It does not expect you to be anything other than what you are. The lens cap of love, you see, is accepting you just as you are in the moment right now. It is reverent. It is allowing. It is expanding, opening. Love, you see, is a space, you could call it a space, a place that is infinite, that is so expanded that it has no parameters. And in that place, there is room for you to move, to change, to shift like the wind, to be whoever it is that you want to be in any given moment, to express yourself any way you want in any given moment, and to simply be met with acceptance for that expression, to allow you to experiment, to play with this life on earth, with this polarized light-based reality. Love is the vehicle for your expression. It is the essence that allows you the grand freedom to explore this magnificent playground that is an earth experience, that is an incarnated experience on this earth planet, in this reality, in this 3D dimension. You see, love opens the door to the fourth, to the spirit world, to the extrasensory perceptions, and it opens the door to the fifth dimension, where you can find the sensation, the notion, the perspective of unity, of existing as one, as a collective consciousness, as a whole. This is why we are here. We are wishing to help you move forward closer to the sensation, if you like, of a collective field, of living in harmony with all life around you. This is the evolutionary process that is in play right now, and we are here only to help you with that process. And so today we offer you simply to go about your day, opening the aperture on your lens cap of your eyes, of your mind, of your vision, to open it a little wider and then a little wider, and to see if you can allow not only more light to come in, but if you can allow yourself to see things from a broader perspective, to see that allowing for malleability, that allowing for an openness, means that those that come in front of you, those you have encounters with, have more space to figure it out for themselves, to find their own way, to wriggle into the space around them and to expand into that space. You see, if you put a fish in a small tank, it will grow to fit that tank. If you make the tank much bigger, the fish is allowed, is enabled, is in fact permitted and assisted. A facilitation occurs. By simply making the tank much bigger, you facilitate the fish to grow and expand. And this is what can happen with all beings that you encounter. Open your heart, allow more room for them to expand. We hope that this is clear. We hope that this makes sense to you now. We wish to keep it as simple as possible and just offer you little pieces of information for you to play with every day, and then play with a little more, and then play with a little more. And we would love to know how that has gone for you. We would love to have some feedback from you about how that experience occurred, so that we can help you to further understand that which we understand from the perspective that we have, where we simply have more light, where we simply have more room to see, because we are existing mostly off this 3D reality. So we have the opportunity, the perspective to see things outside of it and to offer some information for you that can be helpful, as it is you who are down living in it. Okay. Oh. Okay. They're so beautiful. Oh, they're just giving me just a little hint, just a little doorway of this sensation of this expanded love. I love that. Love is a word, you know, and a concept. God, you could just totally call it a concept, right? A philosophy, even, that I've yeah, played with quite a bit, especially romantic love. You know, I remember as a 17-year-old writing a poem to my beloved that was titled Unconditional Love, and I remember reading that poem a couple of years later and realizing that that was full of shit, you know, that there's no way I gave him unconditional love, and that I wasn't even sure if I could do that, if any human could do that. So I sort of started exploring what this means. And yeah, so I'm fascinated with this, and I really appreciate that information that came through today. I'm going to practice that. I'm a visual person, so I'm going to just practice opening the aperture of my lens cap. And I don't even know if they're the right words. I'm not really a camera person, but I understand what an aperture does. It lets light in. So yeah, I'm going to open that more. And yeah, they just gave me a little doorway of the sensation of the love they're speaking about, and felt really beautiful. What a gift. Oh, an incredible feeling. So yeah, hells to the yes. I want to cultivate that more. That's delicious. Okay, so thanks for watching, and yeah, feel free to leave some feedback, and I love you as much as I am capable of right now, and it is my determination to learn to offer love to you, all of you, more and more, to be more open, to give and receive.